The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the... In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC, solutions made for your vineyard. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof Be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond Certified, and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
Stompers are back for the second half here of the 2026 summer, and they started with a 2-game series against the 4-20 San Francisco Seagulls. Sonoma's hunt for 500 back on tonight as they sit at 12-13 entering play today. Welcome to the Stompers pregame show. I'm Kieran Costa alongside Nate Martin. And Nate, 4th of July was an ugly one for Sonoma. Good thing for the Stomps that it didn't count for the league standings.
Couldn't go undefeated in non-league play, which is obviously a shame. It was the biggest crowd of the year, and it was a game where the Stompers pitching gave up a couple of home runs. It's not really something we've seen Sonoma struggle with a ton, giving up the long ball. It's more kind of allow teams to stack up at bats, but that was the issue yesterday. The Stompers gave it a good fight, got runners on scoring position, scored a lot of those guys, but just couldn't come back in the game. So definitely some stuff to build off of, but I'd like to think the most recent games that matter in the mind of Sonoma are the two they had against the Indians, where the offense looked phenomenal.
2 big wins over Santa Maria, and after that July 4th game, the Stompers did have 2 days off, but we'll remind you with the highlights of what was a tough Independence Day on the ball field for Sonoma.
On the 4th of July, manager Zach Pace went to someone special out of the bullpen first, his son and Stompers first base coach, Jacoby Heyer. And after a hit and an error allowed 2 on, the Santa Rosa High School student gave up a home run.
Runner takes off. The pitch, line to left, going back at the track, and it's over the wall. Mateo Fitzgerald strikes first for the Knicks. A 3-run homer off of his high school teammate Jacoby Heyer, and it's 3-0 Novato here in the top of the second.
But the Novato Knicks would not stop there as they scored 2 more in the third.
The 2-0. Hit to left. Sebastiani chases back at the wall, and it's over. Drake Poitras sends one over the wall for the second home run of the day. For Novato, it's 5-0 Knicks here in the top of the third.
That meant Sonoma would need a comeback win on America's 250th, and the Stompers got to work right away.
Headers count. Sebastiani hits that known to right, and it is in and out of the glove of a diving Tokar. 1 run comes across the plate. Hoke holds up Johnston. It's a
RBI single for Nick Sebastiani. The inning rolls on with runners on the corners. 1 run across the plate. Stompers trail by 4.
Another run would score in the 4th, but Novato would answer back in the 5th. But Sonoma just would not give up.
The pitch. Hit to right center for a base knock. Sebastiani waved home the throw to the cutoff man. Allows the 3rd run to come across the plate here for Sonoma. They trail by 3. Trent Keys gets an RBI. His 2nd in 2 days.
Into the 7th inning and down by 2, the Stompers kept on piling away.
He rips that one over to left, and it drops for a base hit. Sebastiani comes home. 1-run game. Mike Jones does his job as the pinch hitter with his first RBI of the night.
And if Sonoma could put up a run in the 8th or the 9th, they would tie it. But it just wasn't meant to be on the 4th of July.
The hitter's pitch. Hit to shallow center. Poitras long run. It's called by Fitzgerald, and he makes the grab for the final out of the ball game. The Novato Knicks hold on to escape the Stompers with a 6-5 win on the 4th of July.
Stompers hope to leave the losing in the first half, where they finished 1 game below 500. Definitely a disappointing first month for Zach Pace and company down there in that dugout. But Nate, the second half starts tonight, and it's 2-20 in their last 22 games.
Yeah, this is a Seagulls team that has struggled over the last few weeks, but they gave Sonoma a very tight one back in San Bruno. It's a pretty solid lineup with a few all-stars littered in. So I don't think it's something to overlook. I think the important thing for Sonoma is to, I've said it as a key for the last couple weeks, but strike early, get some runs on the board first, make sure that you can create some distance for your pitching staff to work with, because chances are it's a bullpen that's been shaky at times, that's given up runs late in games. You're going to want some cushion coming into the later parts of this one to feel good. So get that early. The lineup certainly looked a lot better, especially at home.
I asked Zach Pace what has to be done in the second half to take this team to the playoffs in today's Stomper Report. Stompers start the unofficial second half against San Francisco tonight. Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa with Stompers skipper Zach Pace. And Zach, sort of for the first half of the season, you say, let's hope things get rolling. The process is there. Is now sort of the back 3 weeks where the sense of urgency has to come in?
Yeah, we should have a sense of urgency every day, in the moment to get the job done, right? Trying to win that game that night. But yeah, we play 18 games in 21 days. It's go time and, playoff push, and hopefully we play the best ball of the year right now.
Going big picture a little bit this week, you have 2 games against the Philippines and 3 games against San Francisco. Philippines are 0-15. San Francisco's 2-20 in their last 22 games. I know you have to attack it just like you attack every other opponent, but how do you beat bad teams in this league?
You got to play your game, not their game, right? Don't play down to the level, in a sense. You just got to go out there and do your job. Worry about taking care of yourself. I feel like that's the best way to go about it, and not worried about them or playing down to their competition, right? So, and it's baseball. Anything can happen on any night, hopefully our guys can play good, clean baseball and take care of the baseball, throw strikes, and have our quality at bats, and we just worry about ourselves and take care of our business.
It's taken a late inning rally to beat them twice. You scored, of course, 7 in the 9th inning to beat them at their place, and then you scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th to break a tie game when you played them here, but it's obviously been a while. Changes to both teams. What do you have to do to punch them in the mouth early today?
Yeah, hopefully we have some quality at bats early, and we get a good start out of Tabor, and if we can score early, obviously, that's always ideal. And then just keep on scoring and don't let them score, as much. And hopefully we can take care of the baseball during that, and good things should happen.
You talk a lot about scoring first. Of course, it's great for the offense, but how does it help the pitcher to be able to work with a lead, especially in the first couple innings?
Yeah, of course. You get to attack the zone. You don't have to nibble as much. Maybe that runner on second base with 2 outs doesn't mean as much. you're not so concerned about giving up that hit, right? So it just allows our pitcher to more attack the strike zone, attack the hitters, instead of more pitching on the edges and kind of around guys in a sense.
Tabor's shown really A-plus stuff in every single one of his outings, but his last couple have been rough. Menlo Park and Walnut Creek didn't really go his way. What have you seen from him that you liked, that you sort of want him to rely on today?
Yeah, I mean, he's good. I like him a lot. He throws all of his pitches for strikes, and I think if he's around the knees and just filling up the zone like he has been, he'll be just fine. I feel like he's had a little bit of bad luck with the last couple starts, but that's the way the game rolls sometimes, right? So hopefully, we get that luck more going in our favor, and he has a really good outing for us today.
Your last league game, Anthony Scheffler had 2 home runs and 9 RBI. What can you say about that performance, and what are you looking for? What repeatable things did you see in that game from him?
Yeah, I mean, that was just an outstanding game out of him, and he's a really good ball player, and really happy he put it together that day, and he's been swinging the bat well. I know in the fourth, he had, I think his last at bat hit a ball to right center pretty good for an out, but hit the ball really well. But yeah, really excited for Shep. I think it's his birthday today.
It is.
So happy birthday, Shep. Love you, dude. Hope you have a great game. He's a quality person, and hopefully he helps us win tonight.
Thanks for the time, Zach. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Home stretch time here in Sonoma. Both of the Stompers pregame show and of the season. 18 games in 21 days to round out the campaign, and hopefully that leads to a playoff appearance. It all starts tonight against San Francisco. First pitch coming up in just a few moments. First, Nate, we'll talk about Tabor Fast, the 6'2", 210-pound lefty from Chehalis. He needs to have a bounce-back start today.
Yeah, it feels like he's underwhelmed a little bit for the first 3 starts. You bring in someone from Washington State who was one of the best high school prospects in the entire country, and he's underwhelmed. He had a pretty solid performance against Slow, but last time out against Walnut Creek went 3 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 6 runs, 3 strikeouts, gave up a homer as well to Lucas Carlisle. So, especially with the losses that we've seen in the rotation for Sonoma, no more Jake Andreas or Luke Smolik, Tabor Fast needs to step up. And he's got a really good opportunity to do so here, a good chance to build some confidence against a Seagulls team that struggled. I would love to see him go 4+.
The Stompers and the Seagulls only play close games. It's taken Sonoma late-inning rallies to win both games they've played this season. 7 runs in the 9th, and then that led to a 14-12 win back on June 6th. And then on June 18th, they took the Stompers 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to break up a 5-5 tie and win that one. The struggling Seagulls are the Stompers' chance to get back to 500. Hear all about it. There's lineups and first pitch next on the Sonoma Stompers broadcast network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers broadcast network. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. The lines are painted. The lineups are in. The field is raked and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Stompers and the Seagulls ready to rock here on a Tuesday night at Arnold Field in Sonoma. I'm Kieran Costa with Nate Martin here on the Stompers Broadcast Network, getting you set for game number 26 of the CCL campaign for the Stompers, aiming to get to the 13-13 500 mark and kick off the second half with a bang. The Seagulls enter 4-20, and Mark Caviglia, the manager, announces this lineup. The DH, A.J. Hurtado, leads off, followed by the left fielder Jacob Gilbreth, and the first baseman Christian Lamoth hits third. Batting fourth and playing third is Alan Ramirez. Davis Gurman, the home run derby participant and all-star, hits fifth. The second baseman Tanner Wall, 6, 7, 8, and 9 go Jake Brewer. The shortstop George Schmidt, the right fielder, and the catcher Ethan Lopez rounds out the 9 for Coach Caviglia. He'll be coaching third base for himself today. Bill Ferreira will be over at first, and that lineup will face a 6'2", 210 lefty. Tabor Fast is a redshirt junior from Chehalis, Washington. He went to Olympia High School, then Texas Tech. After a med red there, he committed to USC, but couldn't chase the injury bug there. And so without appearing in a game for the Trojans, he went to Washington State, where he played last season, and gave up 29 earned runs in 19 2/3 innings. For the Stompers this summer, he's making a fourth start. He's 0-1. He's given up 9 runs in 9 innings, 11 hits, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. As Nate mentioned in the pregame show, trying to bounce back from a tough 3 2/3 innings pitch where he gave up 6 runs against the Walnut Creek Crawdads. But he faces a San Francisco team that have not won a ball game in exactly 2 weeks. They're 4-20. They're on an 8-game losing streak, and they're 1-12 away from San Bruno Park, where these two teams do battle tomorrow. But for now, it's the Stompers and the Seagulls from Arnold Field. Tabor Fast in the Stomper home whites. A.J. Hurtado in the black away uniforms with white piping is in from the left side. Lefty on lefty. Tabor fast from the windup. Away we go on a Tuesday night. First pitch is swung on and missed at 86. It's 6:11 and it's 70 degrees. Hurtado from Coppin State hitting .282 on the season. Right-handed hitter. Even stance in the box. McCown sets up inside and the pitch misses low and inside. The count's 1-1. A slider from Fast. It's a Tabor Fast engage McCown battery. Mike Jones, Chase Taylor, Wesley Bass left to right. Tino Vassell, Bryson Ayala, Misael Europero, and Anthony Shepler third to first around the infield. Fast 1-1 outside, and the count's 2-1. Two-seam fastball comes in at 86 from Tabor.
2 pitches in a row that Gage McCown couldn't reach. It's something fixed early on here for Sonoma. You can get away with that with nobody on.
2-1. Popped up, foul down the right field side and out of play.
But come when the Seagulls could have a runner on second or third, like that's something you can't get away with there in that moment.
Hurtado will be followed by Gilbreth and Lamoth here in this first inning. Faust looking to put away the leadoff man. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch is bounced foul at home plate. We'll do it again. Tabor Fast was a standout ball player at Olympia High School. He was got a call by the Miami Marlins in the 13th round of the 2022 MLB draft, but he declined and went to Texas Tech instead. The lefty's delivery is low 3-2. And the interesting part about that is Miami drafted him as a hitter. They wanted to be a stick first guy if he made the big leagues. He called his parents and they said, go to college instead. And at Texas Tech, he was converted to mainly a pitcher. 3-2 pitch home is low for ball 4, says the home plate umpire today, Kyle Prager, and the leadoff man's aboard. That's our A.J. Hurtado with a walk to lead off the ball game.
And he even took at-bats at Texas Tech. He was 1 for 2 with a double. And he took an at-bat last weekend for the Stompers.
Walked in that plate appearance too. Shepler holds the runner Hurtado at first, not running, and the pitch is low. Fast went with the curveball.
Not many pitchers can say they're slugging 1,000 at the collegiate level, let alone Texas Tech.
Hurtado Busta doesn't go. That ball's hit out to right. A late break for Wesley Bass, but he holes in the line drive with 2 hands. Out is Gilbreth, and that brings up Christian Lamoth.
Now batting, first baseman number 40, Christian Lamoth.
Lamoth, powerful left-handed hitter from St. Bonaventure, represented the Seagulls, one of 4 players from San Francisco, to head out to Reno for the All-Star game. The lefty went 1 for 4 against the CCL South in what was an 11-3 loss for the North. He takes a big swing at a curveball, and the count is 0-1. Third meeting between these two teams. Sonoma's taken the first 2 with some late inning dramatics both times. Hurtado at first, very short lead. The pitch home is bounced foul up on top of the Stomper dugout that houses Zach Pace in his 8th year as the Stomper manager. He's helped out by Dave Hoke, Mike Nunez, and Paul Madarena. Charlie Hale assists both the manager and general manager. Jacoby Heyer, the first base coach, away from the team today. 0-2. There's the fastball. It's bounced back up the middle. Europero fields, taps second himself, throws to first, and Shepler cannot corral it. Europero fielded it heading towards second. stepped on the bag and made a jump throw over to first base. It was low. It was a weird pick by Shepler that in the end he could not make. So Lamothe replaces Hurtado at first base. There's 2 down. It goes as a 4 unassisted fielder's choice.
But what a defensive play by Europero. It wasn't really a soft hit ball. He had to run over and get it. Really nice play, and too bad the throw was a little low.
I think he might have had an extra second. That ball's crushed to center. Chase Taylor started in. Now he's going back. He squares up and makes the catch. The inning is over. For San Francisco, no runs on no hits, no Stomper errors, and 1 left. Nothing across for the Gulls with the Stomps coming up in the bottom half.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Tabor Fast threw up a 0 in the top of the first, and now the Stompers will try and strike first here against the Seagulls. Chase Taylor leads off the center fielder, followed by the right fielder Wesley Bass and the DH Hunter Carlson. Next up is the lefty Mike Jones in the cleanup spot, then the third baseman Tino Vassell, the catcher Gage McCown, the first baseman Anthony Shepler, and then playing second and batting 8th is Misael Europero. Bryson Ayala rounds out the 9 for Zach Pace. They go up against Joseph Steidel, the 6-foot, 180-pound lefty from Henderson, Nevada. Had a tough year at Colorado School of Mines where he gave up 11 earned runs in 7.2 innings, but he's been fantastic for San Francisco, allowing just 4 earned runs and 8 hits scattered over 18 and 2/3 innings. 23 strikeouts to 2 walks. He dominated Sonoma when they played back on June 6th. That, though, now is over a month ago. He went 3 1/3. No walks, 1 hit, and 6 strikeouts. That only hit belonged to Hunter Carlson, who will hit third here in this first inning. Taylor, Bass, and Carlson in the first. Dave Hogue heads over to the third base coaching box. At first base will be Keller Osmond today.
We saw Keller over at first on the 4th. So second game in a row where he has been putting on a coaching hat, so to speak.
Steidel, a lefty, faces Taylor, a lefty, and the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike 1. Pretty normal 2-pitch mix. He throws the fastball nearly 60% of the time. That comes in at 85, and then a slider, which we are going to see. That one comes in at 76, and it comes in 33% of the time. A rarely used changeup and curveball. From the lefty was 23 strikeouts and just under 19 innings. He's ahead of Taylor 0-2. The pitch is popped foul back to the screen. Taylor in the last league game stole 3 bases against Santa Maria. Gets him up to 7 steals on the day. On the year, beg your pardon. He's hitting .219 with a .380 on base. 0-2 pitch to him is fouled into the glove of Lopez, and after now completing 19 innings, that's the 24th strikeout for Joseph Steidel. We'll set the defense behind the lefty. It's Gilbreth, Gurman, and Schmidt. Left to right, Ramirez, Brewer, Wall, and Lamont. Third to first, Joseph Steidel. and the catcher is Ethan Lopez. So that's your battery here. Scoreless ball game, bottom of inning number 1. Wesley Bass, now a righty from Georgia State, awaits the first pitch from Steidel. There's the curveball, rarely used, and at 69 miles an hour, it misses inside for ball 1. Bass hitting .231 on the season, 9 hits. One of them has been a home run. He takes a fastball in at 85, 2-0. And a third of those hits came against these Seagulls. He went 3 for 4 with 3 stolen bases last time they met. It's early in Bass's Stomper tenure. Hitting room in right center. He takes low and inside, says Kyle Prager. He has the balls and strikes today. Dylan Brewster at first base. Zach Ellenthorpe, Other at third. Three-0 has to come in the zone to Bass and does with a fastball. Took a couple ticks off. That one came in at 83 and the count's 3-1. Hitters count for Wesley. Stands straight up and down in that righty batter's box. And he takes high for ball 4, and the Stompers' best stolen base threat, Wesley Bass, who swiped 11 on the year, is at first base with 1 out.
Yeah, and had 3 stolen bases against the Knicks on the 4th of July. So 14 as a Stomper. Really, ridiculous numbers.
He leads off first. We'll see if he runs against the southpaw Steidel, who delivers home and misses low to Carlson. 83 on the fastball, just below the knees to the all-star for Sonoma. The catcher was behind the dish for the first 5 innings of the showcase out in Reno. He was hit by a pitch and walked in his 2 plate appearances. He swung the bat just once. Here he takes a big curveball that drops over the outside corner for a called strike 1. Carlson was behind 0-2 in his first at-bat of that All-Star game, and the next 8 pitches he saw were out of the zone over his next 2 plate appearances. Bass runs, and Carlson pops it up on the infield. Alan Ramirez is the third baseman, and heading out towards the shortstop position, he makes the catch. Back to first goes Bass. There's 2 away for Mike Jones. Jones is 5 for 31 as a Stomper. 3 of those 5 have gone for extra bases, a couple doubles and a home run. Playing in his 10th game of league action. And I'd love to see Wesley Bass run early in this count to Jones, try and get into scoring position. Even with 2 outs, all Jones would have to do is get a hit.
Bass and Jones feel like 2 players who, if they can get going, will be big for Sonoma in the second half of the season.
Jones the man at the plate, Bass the man at first. Steidel comes home and drops it in there for a called strike. He's going to the curveball a lot more than he has all year long. He throws it just 5% of the time in those first 18 2/3 innings. He's gone to it 3 or 4 times already, facing his 4th hitter. The pitch to Jones. It's a fastball. It's grounded to his shortstop, Brewer, who knocks it down, recovers, goes to second, and he's safe. E6 will be charged to Jake Brewer. The rally continues for Tino Vassell.
I wonder if he had a better shot of getting the out by throwing to first, because you're never going to beat Wesley Bass in a foot race.
He knocked it down. It rolled towards second base. All he had to do was pick it up, and he had the out. He couldn't field it cleanly, and then he couldn't pick it up cleanly. Stompers get that run to scoring position, even with 2 outs, and time called at home by Tino Vassell. Tino has crushed the baseball against these Seagulls. 4 for 8, a triple, a grand slam, and 7 runs batted in. Trying to pick up a couple more here. First pitch to him is a fastball that's lined into right field, base hit. Dave Hoke's going to send Wesley Bass. Schmidt's throw is cut off and is late. Tino Vasel's 5th hit against San Francisco yields his 20th RBI of the year, and Sonoma strike first. It's 1-0. Just a soft line drive towards Tanner Wall out at second. He leapt up. It hit off the heel of his glove and dropped into shallow right. So the Jake Brewer error looms large. Sonoma leads 1-0. That's Vasel's 20th hit of the year and 20th RBI, and he heads to second base as Gage McCown is hit by Steidel's first pitch. The bases are loaded. Sonoma a chance for a very early crooked number. 1 in, 3 on, 2 out for Anthony Shepler.
Yeah, and this is a guy who won up in this situation based on his last league game. Had 9 RBI, including a grand slam, versus Santa Maria on Friday. 2 home runs, including the grand slam, and then a 2-run double. I mean, one of the best days we've seen at the plate all summer.
A 9 RBI appearance for Shepler. That was on Friday. Here he takes outside. A walk would do it as well. On Saturday, the 4th of July, 0 for 3 for Anthony. But solid contact. Hit a ball hard out to the right center gap. Wall 1 step over towards first. Infield back. 0-1 to Shepler. Swing and a miss. Slider diving away from the left-handed hitter, but counts 1-1. Shepler now 6 for 29 on the season with 2 doubles, 2 homers, and 11 runs driven in. 3 walks, though. Would take one here. He'll have to do it from behind, 1-2. 1-1 slider. Steidel got away with one. And now Shep has to battle with 2 strikes. Slightly open stance, no batting gloves for the powerful lefty. He swings and misses at the curveball, and the inning is over. For the Stompers, they get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 Seagull error, and the bases were left loaded. We head to the second. Sonoma leading San Francisco 1-0.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
To the second inning we go. Sonoma leads it 1-0, and Davis Gurman, a righty, digs in. Gurman played last year at Moorhead State. He's going to play next year at Utah, committed to the Utes in early June. Another guy that played in the All-Star game. 0 for 2 for the righty, who swings and misses at the first pitch from Tabor Fast. The count is 0-1. Gurman has 27 strikeouts this year, but a .265 average and a near .360 on base. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Gurman was also a participant in the home run derby for the North. The South would eventually come out on top in that one. 0-2 pitch comes. Fastball off the corner away, says Kyle Prager, 1-2. It was Davis Gurman and Bryden Bull for the North. One-two to Gurman is just low again. The count's 2-2. The South would be led by Jarrett Sable in both the ball game and the derby. Jarrett Sable won most valuable player of the game in the South's 11-3 win and was also one of the 2 home run derby participants for the South. Jarrett Sable, the younger brother of former Giant Blake Sable.
Other South participant Caleb Hoover had 7 home runs in the
Crushed
derby
the
as
ball.
well.
Payoff pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3. Davis Gurman gone a-looking, and Stompers fans with some early cheers. The beer batter strikes out looking to start the second. First strikeout for Tabor Fast, and that brings up the third All-Star in this order, Tanner Wall. Left-handed hitter committed to Pepperdine takes a called strike 1. Slider from Fast. He is out ahead of Tanner, who played at St. Francis High School down on the peninsula, and then will play next year for the Pepperdine Waves. He was slotted in late in that All-Star game. He went 0 for 1. He pops this one up, foul out of play, 0-2. And now both hitters this inning have been behind Tabor Fast. No balls and 2 strikes. The first one, Gurman struck out looking on a 3-2. Let's see what his teammate Tanner Wall can do. Fast from the windup, rocks and delivers. There's the fastball, struck him out swinging. Couple of punch outs for Tabor Fast in the second, one looking, one swinging. And that brings up longtime Seagull Jake Brewer.
It's a lot better from Fast to retire. You got into a 2-strike count against Gurman and then allowed him to get back into things and nearly walked him on a pitch that was right on the outside of his zone. That one was a lot more simple. Just got 3 swing and misses from Tanner Wall.
Brewer, Skyline College Kenyatta College, beg your pardon, transferred to Cal State Monterey Bay. The first pitch he sees is low for ball 1. Nearly identical numbers for Brewer this year compared to last for the Seagulls. Last year, 267 average, 385 on base. This year, 264 average, 391 on base. The 1-0 is low, 2-0. I mean, he's aiming for Chris Davis's record. Chris Davis of the A's hit 247 4 years in a row in the mid-2010s. Different than the Orioles' Chris Davis. That's Chris Davis with a K I'm talking about, as that one misses low inside. And after being 0-2 on the first couple hitters, Tabor Fast is behind 3-0 to Brewer. Second summer for Seagulls college team. He played baseball in the Seagulls Academy, a full baseball academy for Mark Caviglia and the Gulls. That's the call on the 3-0. It's 3-1.
And I'm sure Jake Brewer would rather the hitting record that you mentioned of Chris Davis with a K, 241 4 years in a row, instead of the one that Chris Davis with a C is known for, going 0 for 54 for a stretch in the season.
Here the 3-1 misses low for ball 4. Second free pass issued by Fast, and that brings up George Schmidt.
Beg your pardon, just got corrected by... That was right. 54. The Orioles fan sitting next to me, Elikai, did not remember one of the most famous streaks in baseball history.
Yeah, Paul Goldschmidt's over halfway there. He's 0 for his last 33. Streak in progress for the Yankee first baseman. Front door's slider doesn't come back to the corner. against George Schmidt, another lefty. High school guy is headed to Cal, hoping to be a two-way player for the Golden Bears. He's just 3 for 16 this summer for the Seagulls, and he takes a called strike, 1-1. Early going here in Sonoma County, 1-0 Stompers, top of the second. 2 outs and a man at first. That's Jake Brewer. Tabor fast agrees on the sign with Gage McCown, comes set at the belt and delivers home. Grounded towards second, Europero ranges to the glove side and flips to first in time. The side is retired. For San Francisco, yet again, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 1.5 in the books. Sonoma leads it 1-0.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Bottom of the second inning here at Arnold Field in Sonoma. The home Stompers lead the visiting Seagulls by the score of 1-0. Sonoma got 1 hit, a Tino Vassell RBI single. That went along with a walk, a hit by pitch, and an error. So the Stompers left the bases loaded in the first. And 8-9-1, try and get things started in the second. Misael Europero takes a fastball. He slipped out of the hands of the lefty. Steidl 1-0. Europero down to just 189 on the average this season. On base still strong at 375. He's walked 18 times, and he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Misa against these Seagulls is 1 for 5 with 2 runs driven in. He's followed by Ayala and then Taylor. The pitch at the knees. Sweeper, and the count is 2-1. Steidl from Henderson, Nevada, is going to play his second season at Colorado School of Mines. An electrical engineering major delivers another sweeper, and it's fouled off over the third base dugout.
Serious respect for being an electrical engineering major while, pursuing college baseball.
Not an easy thing to do. 2-2 pitch. Europero takes a called strike 3. Fastball at the knees. Europero watched it go by, and that's the 3rd strikeout for Steidl. Bryson Ayala, another guy trying to get the bat rolling here in the second half. First half ended, he was 7 for 58. A triple, a homer, 6 runs driven in. Tall right-handed hitter from Tulane awaits the pitch from Steidel. Inside, 1-0.
And while the average is continuing to go down for Ayala, the on-base percentage has been going up. And that's something that Zach Pace will take, someone who can provide some really good defense as well.
Here just tries to flip the lineup back to the top, and he takes a changeup for a called strike 1. And now he takes a fastball in the same spot. It's 1-2.
But if the bat can get going for Ayala, that would be massive for Sonoma. He's someone with some really nice, he's got a decent swing. He's just got to, start getting it around a little bit.
1-2. Bryson pops it up mile high on the infield right side. Well, Moth, the first baseman, makes the play. There's 2 down. Back to the top, and Chase Taylor, who struck out to start the first, he now bats with 2 outs and nobody on here in the second. Steidel looking a little bit more like himself here in this frame. He's been just so good for Mark Caviglia and his Seagulls, who sit in last place in the CCL North. The first pitch to Taylor is that big curveball for a called strike 1. Entering play today, the Blues led the Crawdads by 2.5 games, the Stompers by 9 games, the Merchants by 9.5, Menlo Park by 11, and San Francisco by 16.5 games out of first place, as that one misses outside.
And we only have 18 more games to go.
Work to do for San Francisco to pull back into this playoff race. They're only 7.5 behind Sonoma for that last spot. Called strike. 1-2 to Chase Taylor. Seagulls have a better chance to get into the playoffs than Sonoma does to get to first, as the games back go. 1-2. Outside and low, 2-2. Went back to the heater, which again comes in 84 to 85 miles an hour. Some nice run.
It's a kind of playoff race that we thought would be
2-2 to Taylor is popped up over our heads in the press box. The count holds.
It's a playoff race that we thought would be more competitive because the logic was, slow. They usually do well at the start of a season, and then they start to play teams down in the South, and that's where you start to see them drop games. But that hasn't really been the case. The Blues are still holding their own against some really solid teams in the South.
As Taylor takes low and away 3-2, they are scoreless in the top of the first at the Great Park against Orange County. Orange County looks like one of the best teams down there in the South this year.
This is a stretch where they play Orange County. They play the Academy.
3-2, Taylor battles again. We'll see yet another payoff.
Play Conejo in a couple days, and then they have a weekend series against Walnut Creek. And very easily could decide the North.
A month left of play, give or take, here on the 2026 season as Chase Taylor draws a walk. Curveball up near the helmet of Chase, who is aboard with 2 outs. Other news on the scoreboard, the Crawdads lead the Legends 17-3. They put up 14 runs over the first 2 innings and are just salting away that one at Monte Vista. Conejo leads Santa Maria 6-2. And then in the North, the only other team in action is Slow and Orange County. The pitch to Bass, swing and a miss. Sweeper, Wesley swung right over it. The count is 0-1. The interesting part about this playoff race, especially between Alameda and Sonoma, is Sonoma is going to play almost 20 games more. That one is a called strike. That's including out of league, of course, but in league play, Alameda plays 30 games. Sonoma plays 42. You gotta keep your eyes peeled to the winning percentage to try and figure out who's gonna get that third spot. Alameda and Sonoma play at Chabot in a couple of days. And here in Sonoma, Wesley Bass takes a called strike 3. The inning is over. For the Stompers, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the third in a 1-0 ball game.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
9-1-2. Ethan Lopez, and then it flips to A.J. Hurtado and Jacob Gilbreth. First pitch is grounded to third, right at Tino Vassell, who fires across the diamond in time. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the third.
Designated hitter number 38, Arnold.
A.J. Hurtado, the designated hitter, played last year at Coppin State. The righty awaits the first pitch from Fast. From the wind, delivers low.
4 of the 5 times that Hurtado's gotten out versus Sonoma have been strikeouts. I got to get him into a 2-strike count here and see what you can do from there.
The 1-0. Called strike. He's halfway there. It's 1-1. Hurtado check swing pop-up over Bill Ferreira's head, the first base coach. It drops foul 1-2. Tabor Fast hoping to pick up what would be his 9th strikeout of the season. Hurtado trying to avoid what would be his 24th. Left on right, Fast to Hurtado. 1-2. Outside and low, 2-2. First of 2 here between Sonoma and San Francisco. Tomorrow they do it at 6:05 at San Bruno Park. And then the Stompers will play their second consecutive road game on Thursday at Chabot College. 4 o'clock start against the Merchants as Fast steps off. And then over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, come out to Arnold Field. 6:05 starts against the Philippines baseball group on Friday and Saturday, and then these Seagulls again on Sunday. As this one's popped foul, you can get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com.
And I'm curious to see how the next 2 road games go for Sonoma, because after that 1 win against these Seagulls back on June 6th, they've lost 7 straight away from home. to include 2 ugly ones on back-to-back trips to Walnut Creek and Menlo Park.
2-2 pitch. Hurtado strikes out swinging. Challenge fastball right down the middle. AJ couldn't get it. 3rd strikeout for Fast. Jacob Gilbreth tries to keep this inning alive. Gilbreth from Gavilan College is 2 for 32 with his line out in the 1st inning. 9 of those 32 at-bats have ended with a strikeout. Fast the lefty comes home, and the righty, Gilbreth is behind 0-1. He took a slider. Powerful Christian Lamothe on deck. Hopefully, Fast gets him to start the 4th. 0-1. Outside and low, 1-1. Tabor works with the bases empty and 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. His 40th pitch of the day is swung on and missed. It's 1-2. A pitch away from what would be his 4th strikeout. One, 2 with 2 outs. Fast delivers its bounce weakly toward short. Ayala charges and one motion throws in time to first base. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down in the 3rd. It's Tabor Day here in Sonoma. We head to the bottom of the inning, 1-0 Stompers.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Heart of the Stomper order trying to tack on to what's right now just a 1-0 cushion over the Seagulls. Carlson, Jones, and Vassell due up against Steidel, starting his 3rd inning of work. 40 pitches for Joseph to get through 2 innings. The Stompers trying to just keep pushing that pitch count higher and higher. Steidel did go 5 innings of work last time out against Walnut Creek on June the 28th. 1 earned run in that one. And Carlson, a big swing at a curveball. Gets off his ace swing, but chases, and the count is 0-1. He took just 1 swing at the All-Star game. He chased an 0-1 curveball similar to that one. Then he would take 4 straight to walk. Then he'd take 4 straight to walk again. He loses the bat. And it goes flying up on top of the tarp over sort of the end of the bullpen for the Stompers. A powerful swing from Carlson. He lost the bat, and thankfully everybody is okay.
we'd normally have our videographer, Kenny Bolts, sitting right where that bat was flung on top of the Stompers dugout. He's not here today. Thank goodness he's not here today.
Disaster averted as Hunter Carlson gets some much needed pine tar on that piece of lumber. And he'll dig back in an 0-2.
I mean, you can see why he hit 2 home runs in a single game versus the Seagulls with a swing like that. I mean, released it all the way out of the ballpark pretty much.
A little bit out in front there as hands were going much too fast and completely lost control. Steitl's next pitch is a fastball outside corner. A rough at-bat for Carlson. He's gone on just 3 pitches. 5th strikeout for Steitel.
I don't know if I would swing the first pitch after I tossed my bat towards my own dugout.
You got breaking ball, and then frozen on a fastball. Beautiful sequencing from Steitel to retire Carlson, and now Mike Jones, who reached on an error in the first, comes up, left on right, Steitel to Jones. First pitch is popped up to right field. Drifting back is Schmidt, still back, shy of the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, third baseman number 21, Tino Vassell.
That brings up Tino Vassell, the only man with a hit in today's ball game. An RBI single in the second. Lefty with an ever so slightly open stance takes a cold strike 1 slider on the inner half. Vassell took 4 plate appearances in the All-Star game. He struck out looking on a curveball. He had a 100-mile-per-hour ground ball to second. He also walked, scored a run, and had a sac fly. He swings and misses here, 0-2. First at-bat was the longest for Vassell, went down 0-2, battled it back to 2-2, and then he took back-to-back sliders for balls and then frozen on a hook, but a great 2 at-bats to finish out the day for Tino, who here takes upstairs 1-2. Also a really nice second base. He was tested 4 or 5 times and had a ridiculous glove flip to first base. Showed out in Reno. 1-2 pitch to him here. He starts his swing and stops it. The appeal to third. Zach Ellenthorpe says no swing.
Yeah, there are a lot of eyes on the players at that All-Star game. A full packed house, 7,000 people. A AAA stadium in Reno, so really cool opportunity for all the Stompers that were there.
2-2. Vassell takes outside. 3-2. Aiming to start a 2-out rally, and it would be Steitel's 3rd walk of the game. He's also hit a batter.
You were also there at that All-Star game as well.
I was. Quite the opportunity and quite the experience out in Reno. 3-2 pitch. Vassell strikes out swinging. The inning is over. Breezing right along here in Sonoma. Steitel's 6th strikeout through 3 innings. Nate Martin has the play-by-play for the middle 3 frames of a 1-0 ball game.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Tabor Fast enters inning number 4 for Sonoma. He hasn't given up a run so far. Has only allowed a few base runners as that one's popped up to foul territory. Shepler is under it, and he makes the outstretched grab. That one drifted foul, was going to go back fair, and Shepler made a weird backhanded grab to haul it in for the first out of the fourth. Christian Lamoff, the all-star, put down after just one pitch, brings up Alan Ramirez, who lined out to center to end the first. This is his first game against Sonoma this year. Fast comes home. A fastball called for a strike on the outer edge. Alan Ramirez, San Jose State Spartan, 7 for 37 this year with the Seagulls. Takes outside to bring the count back even at 1. Teammates with the man over at first with Anthony Shepler. The 1-1. Taken at the knees for a strike. Ramirez with the Spartans hit just above 200 over 32 games. 9 doubles, a triple, and a homer. Only has 1 extra base hit this summer as he swings and misses for strike 3. 4th punch out of the night for Tabor Fast. He's looking a lot more like the Fast we saw at Sinsheimer down in San Luis Obispo than what we've seen over the last few appearances. He's facing Davis Gurman, who struck out looking to start the second first time through. Fast the lefty delivers. A called ball low. Fastball 86. Just below the knees. As Gurman, the righty, awaits the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Gurman from Ontario, Canada, played 4 years at Moorhead State before entering the transfer portal as a grad student, committed to Utah out in the Big 12. He takes low for ball 2. Hitting .265 this year with a .354 on base percentage, but he's also struck out 28 times. He's out ahead 2-1. As Fast skids back in the count with a swinging strike 2. As a crowd has started to pour in here at Arnold Field at the top of the 4th, and joining some Tuesday night baseball. The beer batter Gurman is in danger of going down swinging the second time through as he takes outside for ball 3. Full count pitch, misses upstairs. That's the first Seagull to reach since a 2-out walk back in the second. Fast retired 6 straight up until Gurman brings up Tanner Wall, who struck out swinging back in that second. The lefty and recent high school grad steps in to face the southpaw Fast. Takes upstairs for ball one. Wall, another one of those all-stars for San Francisco, hit 280 this season with 10 RBI and 6 doubles. He takes a pitch for a called strike one. First time he faced Sonoma pitching back on June 6th, drew 3 walks in a 14-12 thriller. That accounts for half his walks on the year. As the runner takes off, throw from McCown comes in late. A hopper towards the second base side of the bag. Gurman in there safely for a stolen base, the first of the ball game. That was a called ball to bring the count to 2-1. Runner in scoring position for the first time all night for San Francisco. Fast fires home. Called ball 3 low. Hitters count here for Tanner Wall. Has 10 RBI on the year. He can tie the game with a hit to the outfield. Hitters count. That one hit the other way, and it gets through the left side of the infield to Jones. Gurman waved home as Mike Jones took a tumble grabbing that ball. We are tied here in the top of the 4th on a 2-out single from Tanner Wall. His 11th RBI of the year. 3rd hit against Sonoma. Brings up Jake Brewer with 2 down as Zach Pace coming out to have a word with Tanner Fast. It's been one of the better appearances for Fast, Tabor Fast, beg your pardon. He's given him up 9 runs through 9 innings for his first 3 appearances with Sonoma. Still looking to get out of inning number 4. Got the first 2 Seagulls retired this inning. Then a walk to Davis Gurman, stolen base, and then a single from Tanner Wall allowed the Seagulls to tie this game. Fast will stay out there as Kyle Brager breaks up the mound visit, having a quick word with Zach Pace as he walks back to home plate. Zach Pace still talking with Prager, and he's ejected. Zach Pace has been sent out of the ball game after a mound visit that might have gone a little bit too long. According to Kyle Prager, Pace is furious. Now having to be calmed down by Dylan Brewster, he'll have to exit the ballpark in order for this game to continue, grilling Dylan Brewster still as Jake Brewer steps into the batter's box. Sonoma will have to go the majority of this game without their manager. Still giving some words to Kyle Prager, who's given him the cold shoulder. I have not seen Zach Pace this animated all summer. But he's being escorted off the field of play. He's refusing to leave. Brewster's kind of forcing him out very kindly. He's walking him out of the ballpark, showing him the door. Pace steps back into the dugout. He won't be able to hang out there for long. And now leaves as Tabor Fast warms up. In a tie ball game, Sonoma, for the first time all summer, is going to have to finish the game without their manager. And Zach Pace, usually such a calming presence in the dugout, was fired up after a mound visit that went too long, according to Kyle Brager, and it got broken up.
Let's restart the ball game here. Tanner Wall, who had the tying RBI, stands at first. Jake Brewer to the plate. He drew a 2-out walk back in the second and takes a called strike one for his second plate appearance of the day. Brewer hitting .264 this year, nearly identical to his last season with the Seagulls. 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Brewer at CSU Monterey Bay did not play this past season. Played some JUCO ball at Kenyatta, a San Francisco Seagulls Academy graduate. He hits that one sharply over to third. Vassell goes in and out of his gloves, scooped up by Ayala. It was a hard hit ball right to Tino Vassell. Goes down as a single. Second hit in a row here for the Seagulls after being held hitless through the first 3 2/3. Puts runners on first and second for George Schmidt. Taking his second at-bat of the summer against Sonoma. Grounded out to second to end the second, first time up. Tabor Fast comes home and misses low and away on a fastball, 1-0. Schmidt, 3 for 17 this summer with a walk and 7 strikeouts. No extra base hits, no RBI. An RBI would give San Francisco the lead. The 1-0, swing and a miss, strike one. San Francisco hoping to continue a 2-out rally here. A beautiful summer Tuesday night. Not a cloud in the sight. The 1-1. Swung on a miss, strike two. Off speed, blown away. It's the slider from Fast. The lefty looking to retire the lefty here on the 1-2. The 2-strike offering is low for a ball, 2-2. Went to another breaking ball there, that time the curve. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. The runners both take off. The throw over to second doesn't come because no one was covering there. And now Mike Nunez coming out of a dugout to have a word here. He'll head back to first. I think he thought that was on a 3-2 pitch. And it drew a walk. It really might signal to Tabor Fast that this might be the final batter he faces. As time is called, the sprinklers have gone off for the second time in a matter of days here at Arnold Field. We had it happen on Friday against Santa Maria as Chase Anderson, our general manager, hustles over to turn them off. It's happened again here on Tuesday. We've seen everything in this 4th inning. 2 straight outs, a walk, 2 singles, the tying run across the plate, and Zach Pace, the Stompers manager, ejected for the first time all summer. Tabor Fast going to get some more warm-up pitches this inning. As I was sitting in the Flybird's Margarita Lounge getting sprayed by the water. Sprinklers off. We're ready to play some baseball again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 in scoring position, 2 out. In a tie ball game here in the top of the 4th. Fast fires. A cold strike 3. He gets out of the inning. But not before 1 run comes across the plate for San Francisco on a hit. No errors, 2 left. And Zach Pace ejected for the Stompers
We'll see how Sonoma responds in the bottom of the fourth here on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and... Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Bottom of the fourth, tied for the first time since the bottom of the first. The Stompers looking to retake the lead here with Gage McCown, Anthony Shepler, and Misael Urapero up for the second time today. We'll have to do it without their manager. Zach Pace ejected in the top half of the inning. Was not happy with Kyle Prager's zone, some of the calls he made in that inning. So Sonoma will have to be without their manager as McCown takes low and inside for ball one. Was hit by a pitch first time up today, his second time at facing Joseph Steidel. 1-0 taken away, ball two.
Gotta love your manager standing up for your guys. Zach Pace will very rarely talk to the umpire, very, very rarely argue balls and strikes, but he knows the zone and he can see the TrackMan at times. He has people showing him where those pitches could miss, and he let Kyle Prager know where his pitches missed. And one thing that I sort of noticed in that one, we've seen umpires give a lot more grace than that. Kyle Prager very quick to the hook.
Well, there's been 3 straight misses on Kyle Prager's zone here. McCown's ahead 3-0. He shows bunt, pulls it back for a called strike one. Maybe tried to throwing off the pitcher there, Steidel, on the early bunt, so.
Yeah. Paul Maidorena will now take over as the skipper for the rest of the ball game.
And that's a Coach Mayo's signature. Show the bunt early to throw off the pitcher. Hitters count. McCown takes a called strike two. And it was a pitch similar to that one that Pace was most upset with. A pitch that would have gotten Tabor Fast out of the inning before a run came across the plate to tie things. Payoff pitch. McCown lines that one deep to left field. Gilbreth looking up at the wall, and he can't grab it. Gage McCown retakes the lead for Sonoma on a solo home run to open the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 Stompers in front of the Seagulls. McCown just got enough legs on that one. On the short left portion left. Gilbreth couldn't haul it in. That's why Sonoma leads.
That's exactly what Zach Pace was looking for. He got the guys really, really fired up with that ejection, and they've rallied around in their first at-bat.
Second home run of the year for Gage McCown. Brings up another man with 2 home runs, Anthony Shepler. Both of them came on Friday against Santa Maria. He swings at that first pitch and lines it to deep right field. Schmidt makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Shepler got a decent piece of the bat to that one, but couldn't send it out of the park. 1 down here in the 4th. Brings up Misael Urapero. Struck out looking to open the 2nd inning. His 2nd time up today. Lefty digs in against the lefty Steidl. Taken outside for a ball. Sonoma looking a lot more confident against one of the Seagulls' best pitchers than the first time they did against them. 1-0. Urapero swings and misses at that one. Strike 1. First time Steidl faced Sonoma, he only allowed 1 hit, no walks, no runs, and struck out 6. And while he still had that strikeout stuff today, has 6 through 3. He's given up a couple of hits as that one bounced over to 2nd. Wall fires over to 1st in time for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, it took Steidl just 60 pitches to get through 5 innings against Walnut Creek on June 28th. Today, he's already about to throw his 61st.
It's also the first home run that Steidl gave up of the summer, so someone who's limited to long balls and hard contact. So a different story here today as Ayala takes outside for a ball. The 1-0. Called strike 1. Ayala popped up to the first baseman Lamoff in the 2nd. I think just 121 this year. Been a slow start for the Tulane Green Wave. He takes a called strike 2 on the outside. The 1-2. Dropped by the catcher Lopez on a pitch and sign, called for a ball. Ayala looking to bring up the top of the order. Chase Taylor awaits on deck. He takes low for ball 3. And a 3-2 count now against Joseph Steidl.
This would be big. You flip the lineup to the top, and Taylor, you drive the pitch count even higher for Steidl.
Payoff pitch. Low ball 4. Ayala extends the inning on a 2-out walk. Chase Taylor up, struck out and walked so far as the Seagulls going to have a mound visit here. Mark Caviglia out of the dugout. And he makes the sign. New pitcher coming in here for San Francisco. We'll get you information on him when we return on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Mark Caviglia turns to Caleb Garrison, the 6'5" righty from Concord, California. Plays his college ball at Laney College. To get out of the bottom of the fourth after Joseph Steidel gave up a home run and then walked Ayala with 2 outs. Ayala stands at first with Chase Taylor at the top of the order to the plate. Righty against lefty, first pitch. Lined and through for right side of the infield, all the way to Schmidt out and right. Ayala going first to third, held up there by Dave Hoke. First pitch swinging for Chase Taylor. And Ayala 90 feet away from scoring. Brings up Wesley Bass for a runner at third. That's not what you want to see out of your new arm. After Steidel went 3 2/3, gave up 2 hits, walked 3, hit 1, struck out 6. He's responsible for Ayala over at third. Wesley Bass, 3 RBI on the year, hoping to add number 4 here to put up a crooked number for Sonoma. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1, aggressive on a fastball outside of his zone upstairs.
I like it. You saw Taylor have an instant impact swinging first pitch. Why not take a hack as well?
Taylor over at first with some good speed as Bass takes inside for a ball. 7 stolen bases on the year for Taylor. The man at the plate, Wesley Bass, has 14 counting non-league action. 1-1. Bounce over to third. Ramirez runs in and fields it. Foul. The runners will head back. Well, that was close to staying in, but just couldn't stay fair.
Heads up play by Alan Ramirez. Knows who's running. You never have a chance to get Bass if that ball's touched in fair territory.
Puts Ayala back at third and Taylor back at first. 1 run already across the plate thanks to a Gage McCown solo home run to open the fourth. Wesley Bass hoping to continue it. Stompers leader in RBI, Hunter Carlson, awaits on deck. The 1-2. Lined up the middle and it bounces over to second, taken by Brewer himself for the final out of the inning. Not after a run comes across the plate thanks to the Gage McCown solo home run. Stompers lead entering the top of the 5th.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Can I have another beer, please?
Can I have another beer, please?
The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Finn Chapman enters the game for Tabor Fast. After Fast went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, a run. Walked 3. Struck out 5. Chapman digs in against the righty Ethan Lopez, who takes low for a ball. Chapman, 6'2", righty from Vacaville, California, plays his collegiate ball with St. Mary's. He fires the 1-0. Lined hard, foul, 1-1. Lopez grounded out to third to open the third. It's the fourth appearance of the year for Finn Chapman. He has yet to give up a run. Struck out 2. One, in and out of the glove of McCown, 2-1. He's yet to allow the hit. The real issue has been the walks. 5 through 3 appearances. He's behind 2-1 to Ethan Lopez. Bounces that one over to Vassell, who charges in, makes the grab off the hop, and fires over to first in time for the first out of the inning. 2 straight groundouts to third for Ethan Lopez brings up the top of the order, A.J. Hurtado. Hurtado walked back in the first, struck out back in the third. This is his first time facing the new arm, Finn Chapman.
Chapman has overpowering stuff if he can put it around the zone.
First appearance against the Seagulls. He's made 2 against Walnut Creek and 1 against Alameda. Fires low and away, ball 1. 88 mile an hour fastball just outside. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hurtado has struck out in 5 of his 6 at-bats versus Stompers pitching. And that's because his former Coppin State teammate, Angel Garcia, is one of the catchers for Sonoma. He has the off day this evening. And you can pass along that information to Gage McCown calling the signs for Finn Chapman. As that one misses inside, ball 2. 92 mile an hour fastball there. It's velocity that, if you can find the zone, will compete in this league. Chapman's 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
There's the 4-seam. He's shown him the 4-seam and the 2-seam this at bat. It's an even count. Has yet to show him the real breaking ball. I wonder if you go to it here.
2-seam has a little bit of movement compared to the 4-seam. What does Chapman go to on the 2-2? Went to an off speed there. Misses outside, ball 3.
I like the decision. Fastball, 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 slider. You set him up in a pretty normal way, and now you can go back to whatever you want.
Payoff pitch to Hurtado. Righty on righty. Breaking ball upstairs, cold, strike 3. Hurtado goes down looking this time for the first strikeout of Finn Chapman's night.
Hurtado did not have a case on that one. That one caught a lot at the plate.
6th strikeout of a night for Sonoma. Feels good for Stompers pitching to get some strikeouts here. As Jacob Gilbreth steps in. Chapman deals a fastball low, ball 1. 93 mile an hour. That's one of the fastest pitches we've seen from a Stomper all summer.
Yeah, that two-seam at 93 with life. It's a great pitch.
Chapman hoping to be one of those arms that steps up in the wake of Sonoma losing some pitchers. He misses upstairs, 91 on the fastball. Sonoma losing a couple of flamethrowers. Luke Smolik left last week along with Jake Andreas. Tabor Fast looks solid in the start, only giving up a run and striking out 5. Chapman behind 2-0 to Gilbreth. Bounces that one foul, 2-1.
And that's exactly the kind of confidence you like Chapman to have. You're down in the count 2-0. Here's 90 miles an hour right down the middle. If you can beat my best stuff, I'm going to live with that. They haven't yet in this 5th.
A 2-1. Line to left center for a base hit. Taylor chases over, grabs and fires to the cutoff man Ayala. First hit of the day for Jacob Gilbreth, his 3rd and 34 at-bats, maybe hoping to kickstart what has been a slow start to the year for the right fielder.
And that's what Chapman has to live with. You're going to throw fastballs in the zone at some point, sometime. They'll catch a barrel. They'll get a single. If you limit it to 2-out singles, you'll survive a long time in baseball.
First hit of the year that Finn Chapman has given up for Sonoma as well. So has to bounce back after that, facing Christian Lamoff, a dangerous hitter. Long pause before coming home on a fastball low 1-0. That's a couple times in a row where the first pitch has been a fastball below the knees, called for a ball.
It's a good place to miss.
You'd rather miss there than upstairs. Lamoff, the St. Bonaventure Bonnie, gets the 1-0. Inside, in and out of the glove of McCown, and the runner advances the second. Pass the ball on Gage McCown, who's struggled with a couple of pitches so far today and holding on to them. San Francisco has a runner in scoring position for the 2nd straight inning. Scored a run with 2 outs back in the 4th to get Tabor Fast out of a game. Christian Lamoff, the team leader in RBI, has a Gilbreth at 2nd. Chapman looks back at 2nd and comes home. That one fouled, 2-1.
Seagulls are a real aggressive team on 2-0. They're hunting pitches to hit when they get into hitters' counts.
Lamoff couldn't catch up to a 90-mile-an-hour fastball over the plate. Chapman standing in the sun. A 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A strike away from getting out of the inning. St. Mary on St. Bonaventure. It's the battle of the Saints here in the top of the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner on 2nd. A 2-1 game. The pitch bounced over to 2nd, you're a pair of gloves, and throws over to 1st in time for the 3rd out of the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th with a Stomper 1-run lead.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Heart of the order up for Sonoma to start bottom of the 5th. Hunter Carlson, Mike Jones, and Tino Vassell. This part of the plate came up in the 3rd and retired in order. Carlson hoping to start something different. He's 0 for 2 since coming back from the All-Star game. The league leader in RBI has taken the Seagulls deep twice this summer. Both of those came down in San Bruno. As he takes a pitch right down the middle for a called strike. To be fair, that right field in San Bruno is probably the shortest porch you will find. 250 feet on like a 3-foot wall. Doesn't even feel real. The 0-1. Taken for a called strike 2. And it's a right field where I'm not a baseball player, but I'm sure if you gave me a golf ball and a golf club, I could probably hit one over it from home plate. The 0-2. Crushed to deep right field. Schmidt has no chance at that one. A no-doubter for Hunter Carlson. His 4th home run of the summer doubles Sonoma's lead. 3-1 Stomps in the bottom of the 5th. '26 RBI of the year, 4th home run of the year. Hunter Carlson is having a magical season. Brings up Mike Jones, who has a home run himself this summer. He's 0 for 2 today, reached on an error back in the 1st. First pitch to Jones, a bounced foul up the 3 side. Jones, the USF commit. If Tino Vassell, another USF Dawn, his teammate, on deck. The pitch. Popped, foul, rather into fair territory. Lamoff chases, and it drops. Jones digging for second. The throw over in time. The tag applied. Mike Jones got a little greedy there on what would have been a single. First out of the inning. That's one where I wonder if Jones just happily takes first. The aggression is always something you really like to see, but sometimes you don't want to get greedy after already seeing one run across the plate on a no-doubter homer. Brings up Tino Vassell, who takes outside for a ball. Vassell, so-called Seagulls crusher, has 8 RBI against San Francisco, including 1 today. He had a grand slam versus the Seagulls the last time they played here at Arnold Field. Also had a 2 RBI triple in the 9th in San Bruno. The pitch popped to shallow left. Gilbreth runs onto it into no man's land, and it's grabbed by the shortstop Brewer. Gilbreth took a tumble there trying to make the grab. 2 down in the inning. Brings up Gage McCown, the other man who hit a home run to start the 4th. He's got nobody on with 2 out. First pitch to McCown, blown away for a ball. Added his 2nd home run of the year back in the 4th. The CSU Northridge man from Las Vegas, Nevada, takes away for a ball. That game against the starter Steidl. His final line looks like 3 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, a hit by pitch, and 6 strikeouts. McCown takes inside ball 3. Being patient here against Garrison. Shows bunt pulls back for a called strike. We saw other Stompers do that already when they got the 3-ball count. Not a bad way of thinking if you're Sonoma. A 3-1, hitter's count, taken for a called strike on the outside. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. McCown takes away for a ball. The inning rolls on. Brings up Anthony Shepler. He's got to be feeling confident after seeing his 2 teammates hit a home run. Someone who's uber aggressive, always likes to swing on the first pitch. And it's worked for him at times. Had a 9 RBI game against Santa Maria on Friday with 2 home runs, including a grand slam. He could become the 3rd Stomper with at least 3 home runs this year. First pitch is popped up and foul over our heads. It's the count to 0-1. Shepler, although today he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That's been an issue this summer for Shep. He struck out in 12 of his 31 at-bats. He has Gage McCown over at first. Misael Urapero would come up if the inning continues. The 0-1, outside ball one. Shepler is his high school's all-time leader in home runs back home in Novato. As he gets the 1-1. Rips that one foul. A little too early on the off speed. A slider right over the middle of the plate. Counts now 1-2 to Shep. No batting gloves, the old school approach for the powerful lefty as the runner takes off. Upstairs, ball 3. McCown into scoring position. Stolen base for Gage McCown. Puts him into scoring position. Someone who we haven't really seen run a ton this summer. It's his first stolen base of the year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Shepler takes away ball 3. Sonoma hoping for a crooked number. The payoff to Shepler. Low ball 4, he takes his base. Back-to-back walks here for Caleb Garrison. No one really warming up in the Seagulls bullpen. Brings up Misael Urapero, who's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout looking, a ground out to second. He has runners on first and second with Shepler and McCown. Righty against lefty, the pitch. Bounced over to second wall, traces over, but it's the first baseman Lamoff who gloves and flips over to Garrison covering first. The side is retired. Hunter Carlson with a leadoff home run doubles Sonoma's lead. We head into the top of the 6th. 3-1 is the Stomps' lead.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Riley Dickey enters the game for Finn Chapman, who went an inning, allowed a hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. The 6-foot, 195-pound righty from Merced, California, faces Ramirez, Gurman, and Wall. Ramirez 0 for 2 today with a lineout and a strikeout. His first time facing the reliever, who's been pretty solid for Sonoma through 4 appearances. Hasn't allowed a base runner. Struck out 4. Someone who is hoping to prove a point here to Stompers pitching staff. Looking to become one of the late inning arms. First pitch. Low in the dirt, ball 1. Sonoma leads 3-1 after back-to-back leadoff home runs in the 4th and the 5th. But these two teams always play close games, as that one misses away, ball 2. Still a lot of baseball left against San Francisco.
Seagulls have trailed by multiple runs in each 2 games, and they've either come back to take a lead or to tie it.
2-0, swing and a miss, strike 1. There's that theme coming back to play here for the Seagulls, swinging on 2-0 pitches. That's what allows Dickey to get back in to a 2-1 count. Ramirez just saw his San Jose State teammate Anthony Shepler draw a walk in the bottom of the 5th. He's ahead 2-1. Takes a called strike 2. Ramirez, though, got a little bit more run than Shepler in his first year with the Spartans. 27 games started, 100 at-bats, just hit above the Mendoza line. The 2-2. Hit over to first. Shepler gloves and gets his San Jose State team out himself. Davis Gurman comes up with 1 down, nobody on. He struck out looking to start the 2nd, drew a walk back in the 4th, and scored the Seagulls' lone run. Dickey, the righty, facing the righty Gurman. First pitch, away for a ball. Gurman, 3,000 miles away from home in Ontario. Riley Dickey, probably about 50 miles away from Merced. The 1-0. Taken for a called strike 1. A couple international guys for the Seagulls. They have an Australian, a Canadian. Of course, Sonoma has a couple international guys themselves as the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Misael Uripero from Venezuela over at second. Country recently hit by a pretty tough earthquake. Our thoughts with Caracas. The 1-2, taken low for a ball. But of course, Vince Van Holy, who had a pretty solid appearance on the 4th of July, is from the Netherlands. Dickey's 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gurman goes down. We have the strikeout for the 2nd time tonight. First for Dickey, his 5th of the year. Brings up Tanner Wall with 2 down. He struck out and then singled back in the 4th. Had that RBI, in fact. One of the game for San Francisco. First pitch, taken for a called strike.
First pitch slider, I love it from Riley Dickey.
It's a great location as well, right at the bottom of the zone. Right at the knees, that's exactly where you want to put that pitch. Dickey deals. That one hit over to short. Ayala gloves, throws. In time, a good stretch from Shepler. Got the final out of the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Riley Dickey to head into the bottom of the sixth. Stompers lead by 2.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Welcome back here to Arnold Field. 9-1-2. Ayala, Taylor, and Bass facing Caleb Garrison, who gave up a leadoff home run to Hunter Carlson to start the fifth. Gage McCowan had a leadoff home run back in the fourth. Bryson Ayala, going to be a bad time to continue that trend. He takes away for a ball. Would be, if Ayala were to hit a home run, it would be his first since opening day against San Luis Obispo. Only the third extra base hit of the year for the Tulane Green Wave. Takes a called strike there. 1-1. Chase Taylor, who's reached the last 2 times he's been up, awaits on deck. Sonoma's offenses look solid as Ayala hits that one the other way. Long run over for Wall, who gloves, spins, fires over to first. Rather, it did not come. Went in and out of his glove. For a base hit for Bryson Ayala. Hoping for a much better second half of the season. That's a good way to do it. Brings up Chase Taylor with nobody out.
Yeah, last time Taylor came up, we saw him attack first pitch. That was against this man, Garrison, the now 10th man that he's faced. Taylor led off against the new arm, swung first pitch, got a breaking ball, and hammered it through the right side.
It's not often you see a reliever face the order twice through. The first pitch to Taylor nearly hit him, and they're going to say that Ayala took off for second there and
hit him.
They're going to say that did hit Chase Taylor. A late call after Kyle Prager and the first base umpire Dylan Brewster conferred, and now all 3 umpires, Zach Ellenthorpe, the other, coming together to debate that call.
And here, the only other argument with that, it would be a foul tip, and if it's a foul tip, I don't know if you have to give Bryson Ayala second base. It doesn't matter. It is a hit by pitch.
Chase Taylor has reached just about every way you could imagine. A walk, a single, and now a hit by pitch. He's been held up at first every single time he's been up today. Brings up Wesley Bass. 2 on, nobody out here for the Georgia State Panther with his
college teammate Hunter Carlson on deck. Carlson 0 for 2 today with a walk. First pitch, bunted foul. The corner of the infield there, Lamoff and Ramirez are both playing in. They know what to expect with Wesley Bass coming to the plate. Someone with good speed. If he can lay down a solid bunt, almost certainly would be a bang-bang play over at first.
Brad Stromdahl, the Georgia State head coach from Napa. He's here at the game today. Carlson's already showed out. Let's see if the other Panther can come through as well.
Shows bunt early, pops it. Oh, foul.
I just fouled it straight down off home plate. Got on top of it, but arguably a little bit too on top of it.
Brings the count to 0-2. Almost certainly not going to be seeing a bunt here from Wesley Bass.
Yeah, the Stompers have the automatic bunt sign, first and second, nobody out, like a lot of teams in this league. And Bass is kind of a perfect guy you wanted up to try and get one down.
Have to protect here, down 0-2 with runners on first and second. As Garrison stepped off the bag. Bryson Ayala dancing over at second. Someone we haven't really seen take off stolen bases, but that's just clear to throw off the pitcher in that situation. The 0-2. Popped foul.
Way to protect there if you're Bass. You're finding the count 0-2. That's a fastball close to the zone, and you just barely get some wood on it to stay alive.
And capitalize with runners on first and second. As Garrison steps off again to look back at Bryson Ayala. 6'5" on the mound, 6'5" over at second. Two tall guys playing mind games against each other. As the 0-2 comes home, Bass fouls that one again. Pitch in on the hands.
Good at bat. Got to find a way. Find a way to move these runners.
Bass has one extra base hit this year. It was a home run against Santa Maria on Thursday. That one crushed. Foul ball, just too early on it. Wesley Bass couldn't keep it fair. If it was fair, it would have been the third home run of the day for Stompers hitting. And again, in the 0-2 count, the pitch. Bounce foul once more. A really solid battle here from Wesley Bass. This is going to be the seventh pitch of the at-bat, rather.
Yeah, and there's still no balls in the count.
5 of the 7 have been in an 0-2 count. Bass is doing a brilliant job of protecting. A 0-2. Right over the middle, fouled back into the glove of Lopez.
Yeah, chased up out of the zone. He'd done such a good job of fouling off those pitches that weren't in the zone, and then finally he doesn't get enough wood on it, right into the glove of Lopez.
Brings up Hunter Carlson at a home run back in the 5th, a no-doubter. First hit since the All-Star game, now 1 for 3 with a strikeout in this one. He has runners on first and second, would be RBI 27 and 28. First pitch, low for a ball.
This is exactly the situation you wanted for the Stompers. Your 9-hitter and your leadoff guy get on to set up Bass, Carlson, and Jones.
Jones currently on deck. First, Carlson now on a 2-0 count.
The 9-0 hitter Ayala over at second. The top of the order, Chase Taylor over at first. Wesley Bass gave a really good battle, but struck out to Caleb Garrison as Carlson in a 2-1 count here against the tall righty. A 2-1. Upstairs, misses ball 3. A hitter's count here to Hunter Carlson. The only Stomper above 300 on the season, with 26 RBI and 10 extra base hits. Wall shaded over to the right side of the infield. He crushes that one, and it just goes foul. Dylan Brewster signaled that one just couldn't stay fair. A liner was bound for extra bases.
Yeah, 102 miles an hour off the bat, but foul, so it doesn't matter. He'd rather have a 2 exit mile per hour ground ball down the third baseline that yields a single.
One of the hardest hit balls we've seen all summer from a Stomper right there. That one a 3-2 count. A payoff pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 4. Carlson draws the walk, loads up the bases, and that might be all we see of Caleb Garrison.
Going to send Gage Cascone, the pitching coach, out to the mound to talk to Garrison, and Mark Caviglia, the manager, steps out and he motions down to his bullpen that he wants a lefty to start throwing. So Garrison's got to get himself out of this mess. I don't know, maybe in the shortest possible time a lefty can get up in one hitter, but I don't think it's really any less than that.
The lefty on deck is Tino Vassell. Garrison's going to face a righty here, Mike Jones, who had a base hit back in the 5th that he tried to turn into 2, but got thrown out at second.
Yeah, I love that read from Jones. It was a pop-up that should have been caught, and he was busting out of the box straight away and did not stop as he rounded first. Bang, bang play at second. I think throw that was not perfect wouldn't have got him.
He has the bases loaded. The corners of infield playing in, middle infield at double play depth. 1 down in the inning. Stompers looking to bust open this one. Jones lines that one foul.
Stompers have been
How about a few runs
flirting
taken away?
with that baseline down both ends. The foul line has taken extra base away from Hunter Carlson and Mike Jones here by less than 1.5 feet, I would say. Hunter's a little bit further. Mike Jones almost had himself what could have been a 3 RBI knock.
Steps back in for the 0-1. He pops that one high. The catcher Lopez signals for it and makes the grab. An unproductive out for Mike Jones in foul territory.
Time to go if you're Tino Vassell. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Go show why he was a Stomper representative at the All-Star game.
Had a grand slam against these Seagulls the last time these two teams played. Already has an RBI today with a single. See if that reputation as a potential Seagulls killer can hold up here. Infield now back at normal depth. Garrison deals. Vassell takes low for a ball.
Walks as good as a hit in this situation for Vassell.
Has 20 RBI on the year now.
You see Carlson and Lamont still chatting over there at first base. Shared the home dugout in Reno.
The 1-0. fouled, 1-1. Tanner Wall, second baseman, also shared a dugout with Lamoth Carlson and Tino Vassell. All-Star game always allows these guys coming from all over the country to come together. But now they're back to playing against each other. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. And a 2-run game for Tino Vassell. He takes upstairs, ball 2.
Nice job by Ethan Lopez to snare that. Could have been a run. Ayala had it read nicely off third base.
These two teams always seem destined to play close games. Sonoma looking to change that here. The pitch. Away, ball 3. Vassell has a pitch out of his zone from extending Sonoma's lead. He's in a hitter's count, though.
You have to be uber selective here. Make Garrison come to you.
Runners take their leads. The 3-1. Called strike 2. Outside corner at the top of the plate. That's a nice location from Caleb Garrison. And so the carousel begins. Ayala at third. Taylor at second. Carlson at first. 2 outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a 2-run game. Vassell fouls it off. All the runners are going to have to head back. Everyone will be running on this pitch here no matter what. Stompers left the bases loaded back in the first. Left 2 on in the fourth, 2 on in the fifth. They had chances to break open this game. They haven't taken advantage of them. The 3-2. Runners go. Popped foul again. We'll do it once more.
The second really, really good at bat of this inning.
Wesley Bass had a 7-pitch at bat. Most of those pitches in an 0-2 count before striking out. This will be the 8th pitch that Tino Vassell sees. He's in a 3-2 count with the bases loaded and 2 out. Garrison stares down Vassell. Comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Garrison lets out a yell as he heads back to the visitors' dugout. Sonoma leads the bases loaded as we head into the top of the 7th in a 2-run game. You don't want to miss this thrilling conclusion with Kieran Costa on play-by-play for the remainder of the game.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Aiden Tinsley will be the 4th Stomper arm to go today. A 5'10", 175-pound righty from Stockton, California, wrapped up his first season at Modesto Junior College, enters now his 4th appearance for Sonoma. He's gone 5 innings. He's allowed 5 hits and 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 4, so exactly the guy you want to go here against San Francisco. The biggest thing you have to do against the Seagulls is challenge them in the zone. He's faced the Merchants twice, and he pitched on July the 3rd against Santa Maria, and he gave up just 1 hit. He faces Jake Brewer, George Schmidt, and Ethan Lopez. Sonoma pitching's retired 7 of the last 8. That's Finn Chapman and Riley Dickey combined. All that since the ejection of Zach Pace. First pitch misses as Kyle Prager off the corner away. Kyle Prager, the home plate umpire, the man who ejected the Stompers skipper back in the 4th inning for arguing balls and strikes. Brewer bunts, and it's a beauty. Up the third base side, Vassell does not have a play. Brewer bunts for a hit, and that will be hit number 4 for San Francisco. Leadoff man aboard in the 7th for George Schmidt.
I know Coach Mayo is really liking what he just saw from a Seagulls hitter right there. He loves a bunt single, and that was as good as it gets from Jake Brewer. Completely caught Sonoma off guard.
Brewer's already stolen a base today. He's not running here, and Schmidt takes low, 1-0. On the out-of-town scoreboard, the Blues lead the Riptide 3-0 in the 4th. Walnut Creek finished off Menlo Park by the final score of 19-4. 3-1 Stompers here against the Seagulls. A check on first, diving back safely is Jake Brewer.
That's something that, the Stompers have emphasized doing a little bit more after Walnut Creek stole so many bases on them. It feels like a really tough one for Sonoma.
Runner doesn't go. It's popped up on the infield. Tino Vassell doesn't have to move. The first out of the 7th, a P5, and Ethan Lopez will get his 3rd crack at things. Brewer's stolen base in the 4th was his 6th. Lopez has grounded out to Vassell twice. Tinsley looking for that same ground ball here in the 7th. His Stomps clinging to a 3-1 advantage. Comes set at the belt, fires to the plate, top of his own for a called strike 1. Slider from Tinsley on the front hip of the righty from Utah Tech, Ethan Lopez. A double and a home run. 9 driven in for the Seagull backstop. Tinsley from the slide step misses low. Kicks away from McCown to second base goes Brewer on the wild pitch. That run, in the short term, inconsequential. It would not tie the game in the long run. There is still 8 outs to get. Would draw the Seagulls within 1. The pitch to Lopez is popped up. Not deep, center field. Taylor now angling out. He's struggling to find it, and now he does, and makes the catch. Brewer has to hold a couple pop-ups. Flips the lineup for A.J. Hurtado. Against Tabor Fast, Hurtado walked and struck out. And against Finn Chapman, he struck out as well. Sonoma, 7 strikeouts as a staff, as Tinsley now the 4th man to go. The pitch, outside and low. That's the fastball, and the count's 1-0.
It feels like there's almost been like a script to how this game has gone for Stompers pitching. 1 inning for Chapman, 1 inning for Dickey.
This one's fouled back 1-1. Tinsley out away from escaping his inning. He's been tasked with the 7th.
It's been pretty solid from Sonoma pitching so far. Exactly what you want in a game like this.
Tinsley gets a new baseball, rubs it up, stares in to get his sign from McCown. A runner at second, that's Brewer. He had a bunt single, advanced on a wild pitch. Now there's 2 outs. 1-1 pitch from Aiden Tinsley is hit back up the middle. Ayala fields on a couple of hops, slings it to first in time to get him. And the leadoff single is stranded at second. No runs, 1 hit, no Stomper errors, 1 left. Time to stretch here in Sonoma. Middle of the 7th, 3-1 Stomps.
The official headwear provider. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Cameron Boyd, the redshirt freshman at Gavilan College, is a Gilroy native. He stands 5'9", 175 pounds. It's back to a lefty for Mark Caviglia, and he turns to a lefty who's 2-0 and has gone 8 2/3 innings. He has allowed 8 hits and 7 earned runs. He pitched 2 innings against the Stompers, allowed 3 Sonoma batsmen to score, and he starts Gage McCown off with a 4-seam fastball down below the knees for ball 1. He's also faced the Merchants and the Crawdads. Last worked on July 1st, a 1-2-3 inning against Slow. The pitch is down and inside. The count is 2-0, beg your pardon.
And the issue for Cameron Boyd in that game against Sonoma was the command. He gave up 3 walks in 2 innings, a wild pitch. Able to find the zone.
McCown grounds it to the shortstop, Brewer. An easy play. His throw is in time to get Gage retired for the first time today. He replaces Caleb Garrison, whose day ends after 2 1/3 inning. He allowed 1 earned run. That was on 4 hits. He struck out 2, and he walked 3. Also hit a batter. Shepler takes low outside. The old school look from Shep. No batting gloves here on his 20th birthday. Anthony got an early birthday present with his performance on Friday, trying to follow it up here And he'll do it from a 1-1 count. That's a nice pitch at the knees. It's a fastball at 82. Time to attack.
You know, being named the CCL hitter of the week today, I mean, I'd consider that the birthday present.
The pitch is lined up the middle and through for a base hit. Anthony Shepler keeps on hitting. He's aboard for the second time today, and that brings up Misael Europero. That's a guy that Sonoma would love to get rolling again at the plate.
He's 0 for 3 today. He's hitting 189 entering the year. The on-base percentage is still there, a 375. And maybe like a Trent Keys almost from last year where he's hitting below the Mendoza line but still getting on base at a really solid clip.
Europero leads the team with 18 walks.
But he hit 300 at Youngstown State, and
All-Horizon League freshman team for Misa.
That's definitely, you get that scouting report, you're thinking he can probably hit here in the CCL.
We'll see if he can here against Boyd. 1 on, 1 out in the 7th. Stompers lead at 3-1. And Europero takes a called ball one, fastball.
As for Anthony Shepler, I mean, if he can get going at the plate, that's just another weapon Sonoma can throw into this lineup. Good pop.
1-0. Called strike, 1-1.
Someone who, Shepler, someone who Zach Pace loves. He says he's just such a great guy to have in the dugout.
Hitting room on the right side. Wall and double play depth. Lamoth holding it first. The pitch is off the corner away, 2-1. Outfield straight away. Center fielder Gurman, 1 step shallow and 1 step over towards right. Europero looking to break out. He takes outside off the glove of Lopez. Pass ball allows Anthony Shepler to take second. Stompers have a man in scoring position with less than 2 outs for the second consecutive inning. They left him loaded in the 6th.
Had runners in scoring position back in the 5th and the 4th, but you couldn't score them there.
Sonoma leads 3-1 thanks to a couple of solo shots. Europero hits this one hard to the gap in left center field. Angling back is Gilbreth. He can't get it. It's off the wall. Scoring easily is Shepler. Cruising into second with a double is Misael Europero. The second 2-bagger of the year for Misa extends the Stomper lead to 4-1. 13th run driven in for Mr. Europero.
It's his first extra base hit in 2 weeks.
It's the only second game all year he's had an extra base hit.
It feels like Sonoma is just a couple of, at-bats in a row from breaking open this game. This is a great time to do it here in the bottom of the 7th.
81 miles an hour down at the bottom of the zone. Europero shoots it out. I'll hit this one hard. Diving stop by Brewer. It's going to kick away from him, heading to third base, and in there is Europero on the single. Beautiful job by Jake Brewer to slow that ball down. It just squirted away down towards the left fielder. Single for Ayala, 3rd consecutive.
2-hit day for Bryson Ayala. How about that? That's a great sign for Ayala, hoping to get going this second half of the season.
Stompers lead this game 4-1. They have a chance to blow the doors off. Runners at first and third. Just 1 out. McCown grounded out to start the inning off Boyd. Shepler singled. Europero doubled. Ayala singled. Runners at the corners. Lamoth holds the runner. Even with the bag is Ramirez at third. A great block by Ethan Lopez to hold Misa at third base.
Great defensive play. That was one of the best we've seen this summer at Arnold Field from a catcher.
Stompers hoping that they'll need no late rally, hoping to extend the lead in the 7th. Ayala runs, great jump, pitches low, no throw down to second base. Second steal of league action For Ayala, he's 2 for 2. He's in scoring position. Now the infield has to draw in. Ramirez, Brewer, Wall, and Lamothe third to first.
That's something that Walnut Creek does so well for this summer, and that's why they're near the top of the leaderboard with such a good record. Sonoma can get that going. And
2-0 pitch to Taylor. Called strike, according to Kyle Prager. The counts 2 balls and a strike. Walnut Creek enters play today 2.5 games behind the leading Slow Blues, but they've already won. Two-one. Taylor takes low. That one's going to get past Lopez. Here comes Urapero. He's going to score. Wild pitch, and now Sonoma has a little bit of cushion. It's 5-1. Ayala, nice job as a trail runner, takes third. Two home in the inning. 5-1 lead.
First crooked number of the night as well for the Stompers. Keep extending. You got the top of the order now at the plate.
3-1 to Taylor. Called strike over the outside corner. Mr. Prager not making any friends with the Stomper crowd tonight. Payoff to Taylor is bounced. Picked up fair by Lamothe, and the run will score. Chase Taylor with a great piece of hitting to get that run home. A beautiful situational knock there, just a 2 chopper to first, and this is what Zach Pace always says. Even with the infield in, a chopper will score the run. It was a 2 hopper to Lamothe at first. Run driven home for Mr. Taylor, his 8th of the year, and now the bases are empty for Wesley Bass, who takes away. 3 runs home for the Stompers on 3 hits.
Yeah, all 3 guys who reached all score. That's a great feeling for Sonoma.
Bass trying to add some more insurance. He swings and hits it in the air to center. Drifting back is Gurman, and now he comes in. And straight away center, he makes the catch. Beside is retired. For the Stompers, 3 runs on 3 hits. Nobody left. We head to the 8th inning. Sonoma in control by the score of 6-1.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Mateo Heredia, two-way righty from El Segundo, California. committed to play at Cal State University Northridge in the fall after last year at Cerritos, where he went 16 innings and had a 2.81 ERA for the Eagles of Cerritos. And for the Stompers, he makes appearance number 6, and he's gone 8 innings over those 5 times out on the hill. Drop step windup delivers home, fouled into the glove of McCown by Gilbreth. Last time out was a real tough go for Mateo. He went 1 inning, he gave up 4 runs on 3 hits. Lucky for him, just 1 of those runs were earned, which has Mateo pitching to a 1.13 earned run average. A 1, swing and a miss. Galbraith looks silly on that one. It's 0-2. These two teams do battle again tomorrow. 6:05 start from San Bruno Park. You can catch the call right back here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. 0-2 pitch from Heredia. Misses outside. Fastball at 90. Two-seam. A little bit of run, but it missed off the corner. It's been fast to Chapman, Dickey, Tinsley, Heredia. Mateo's 1-2. There's the off-speed. He got him swinging. Jacob Gilbreth was outmatched in that trip to the plate. Mateo Heredia picks up the strikeout. It's the 8th for Stomper pitching. That brings up Christian Lamont. 0 for 3 today. A couple of ground balls to second. He's also popped out. 1 for 4 in the All-Star game for the North. First game back. First pitch to the lefty. Takes up and away. 90 again. The two-seamer up and out. This would bring the Stompers record back to 500, and they'd have a chance to go above 500 tomorrow night. 1-0. In there for a called strike, 1-1. That's a curveball from Mateo. This one's bounced to the shortstop Ayala. Gobbles it up, fires it across the diamond in time. And the Stomper bullpen has been magnificent today. 2 outs, nobody aboard.
Chapman put up a 0, Dickey put up a 0, Tinsley put up a 0. 2 strikeouts, 2 base runners. It's been phenomenal today from the Sonoma pen.
Brandon Swanson is going to pinch hit for Alan Ramirez and swing first pitch and hit it foul.
Number 39, Brandon
Swanson from the College of Southern Nevada at 277 out there. The junior digs in from the right side. He's already behind 0-1. Curveball stayed up above the zone. The last time the Stompers were above 500, they were 5-4. Need to win today and win tomorrow to get back above that mark. Ready in front of Swanson, 1-2. The pitch is hit towards third. Vassell Fields fires, got him. 5-3 on the ground ball, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 by Heredia in the 8th. We head to the last of inning number 8. Sonoma trying to add to what's a 5-run lead.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Hunter Carlson leads off against yet another new pitcher into the ballgame. Ferreira is a righty who's making his 11th appearance. He's thrown 12 innings of baseball so far. Two-way. He's appeared in 10 games. He has an ERA over 11 in 12 innings, and he delivers a first pitch strike to Carlson. Ferreira has made all now 11 appearances out of the bullpen. He has a save, no record. He's given up 15 earned runs on 23 hits in 12 innings. The pitch to Carlson, outside 1-1. Hunter trying to add to a day where he's already homered and walked. 1 for 3. The Stompers would love to make this a stress-free 9th inning. It already is to some extent at 6-1. Carlson hits this one high, wrong part of the ballpark, center field. Gurman battling the lights, he makes the catch. Carlson caught a barrel, but he popped it up. One away.
I don't want to be the guy to put this out there, but I mean, we've seen teams at these two teams, a visiting team, enter a game in this moment up by 5 into the 9th inning and then put up a 7 spot to win it. The Stompers back on June 6th. They had 7 in the 9th inning to win 14-12.
Jones fooled. It's 0-1.
But I will say, I think the Seagulls offense has not really looked up to the standard that Stompers offense did that day, because at one point Stompers led by 5 themselves in that game.
Swing and a miss from Jones. Fooled again. 0-2. Ferreira is the 4th man to pitch. Cameron Boyd pitched the 7th inning. You have 3 hits and 3 runs. 0-2 to Jones. Outside and low. 1-2. 67 miles an hour on the slider from the 5'9", 230-pound righty from San Bruno. 1-2 pitch. Jones takes high and tight. 74 miles an hour on the fastball from Ferreira. Laginto up and loosening. He'll get the 9th. 2-2 pitch to Jones. Inside 3-2. Tino Vassell waiting on deck. Two hours and 40 minutes into this one. Jones hits one to very shallow center. Long run for Gurman, but he makes the catch, angling towards right. Busy for Davis out in center, 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman from the University of San Francisco, number 21, Tino Vassell.
Vassell, a lefty, now faces Ferreira. RBI single in the first. He's struck out in the third, struck out in the 6th with a pop out to the shortstop mixed in there. Tino takes upstairs and away on a change from Ferreira, looking to get through a 1-2-3-8 and give his offense a chance down 5. 1-0. Upstairs again, 2-0. McCown on deck has homered along with a walk and a hit by pitch. Also picked up a stolen base. Gage is first. Vassell takes high again. Ferreira not very close to the zone here against the Stompers' all-star third baseman. Of note, Tino played second base for the Northern All-Stars. Ferreira from the wind comes home. Vassell takes a called strike 1. The Stomper lead sits at 6-1. They've yet to commit an error today. The pitch. That one's in there, 3-2. 75 at the knees, split the plate. We'll get a payoff pitch to Vassell from Ferreira. Payoff. Vassell hits this one hard to right center. Gurman will get another chance, and he makes a diving catch to take extra bases away from Tino Vassell. What a play by Davis Gurman to end the 8th. Well, the weather was flash, but we'll see if the bats can get rolling. He leads off the top of the 9th with the Seagulls trailing 6-1.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Devin Laginto tries to righten the ship on what's been a tough 2026 summer. It's now the 10th appearance for Laginto in 8 1/3 innings. He's allowed 8 runs on 9 hits, 8 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Low leverage today for Laginto, who does have a save this season. From Rancho Cotati, he delivers low, ball 1 to Davis Gurman. Struck out twice, walked, stole a base, and has scored the only Seagull run. He takes outside 2-0. 86 from Dev. 2-0 pitch. That one's in there, 2-1. Laginto, primarily a starter for the Stompers last season. This year has been all out of the bullpen after a year at Delta College. He blows this one by Gurman at 88, and this is what Laginto has to do. He can't let anybody get on base, and he works at an almost frenetic pace on the mound. Shakes McCown twice, now a third time. They agree. Laginto's 2-2 pitch. Gurman takes low, filler up to 3-2. Payoff pitch. Gurman starts his swing. The appeal to first, no swing, says the first base umpire, Dylan Brewster. Walk for Gurman, the second time he's reached that way. Emilio Feliciano in the game because he came on defensively to replace Tanner Wall. That was a double switch after Alan Ramirez was replaced by Swanson. Feliciano, a right-handed bat, is hitting just 131 this year. Second-year man in the California Collegiate League. Laginto delivers. It's fouled back to the screen, 0-1.
And all of a sudden, after remaining like eerily quiet throughout the entirety of the game, the Seagulls dugout is now being very, very vocal. It's one of the more chatty dugouts in the CCL, to put it politely.
0-1 pitch. Up and out, 1-1. And Laginto always looks a little bit more uncomfortable with the man on base. He has to slow his pace a little bit, but last year he did such a good job of limiting those base runners and then capitalizing even when there was one on. This one's grounded back up the middle, and it sneaks through for a hit. First and second with nobody out for Jake Brewer.
And Brewer's been a really good bat today for San Francisco. He's 2 for 2 with a walk, a couple of singles, including a bunt single. Surely got to be thinking bunt here with runners on first and second and nobody out.
I don't know if you can trade outs needing 5 runs in the 9th. I, for one, would be shocked if Mark Caviglia gives Brewer the bunt sign. You need 5 runs and you have 3 outs to get him. Brewer not showing bunt. He swings and misses. Very nice pitch, 0-1.
That's one to induce some confidence back into Laginto after a walk and a hit.
George Schmidt and Ethan Lopez follow Brewer. They're combined 0 for 6. 0-1 pitch from Laginto. Misses down and away, 78 miles an hour. One ball, 1 strike. Stompers lead at 6-1, but Caller's getting a little bit tighter here in the 9th. The pitch outside to the backstop. McCown never a chance to second and third. Go Gurman and Feliciano respectively. And Gage is going to go out to chat with Devin Laginto and Anthony Shepler. Settling down the righty. Stompers lead at 6-1. In the inning, Gurman walked on a 3-2 pitch, and then Emilio Feliciano hit a ground ball right back over second base for a hit, and now it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Jake Brewer. Derek Waldvogel out on deck. He would hit for Schmidt. After the mound visit, Laginto pours it in there, 87, 2-2.
Have to get into a 2-strike count there, Karen. Good job by Laginto after the mound visit.
Two-two pitch. Hit hard but foul right towards the Stomper dugout with Paul Maidorena at the head as the acting manager today after Zach Pace was ejected in the top of the 4th. Stompers trying to get a win for their skipper. Laginto's 2-2 pitch. Low outside, blocked by McCown. One more wide one loads him up. Jones deep in left. The rest of the outfield straight away. Stomper infield plays back. They'll trade outs for runs for a whole lot longer. Payoff pitch. Laginto to Brewer. Hit foul down the first base line, out of play. The longer this at-bat goes, the more you feel like the pendulum swings towards the visiting Seagulls. Yet another 3-2 pitch. Laginto comes set at the belt, stares into McCown for the sign, delivers a payoff to Brewer, struck him out swinging. 89 on the fastball, blew it by Brewer, and there's one down.
That's a beautiful pitch on the 3-2. Fastball low and in, 89 mile an hour, one of the fastest pitches we've seen from Laginto all night.
Challenge heater on what was a third consecutive payoff pitch, and George Schmidt's day will end. And Derek Waldvogel will dig in. Waldvogel, another guy that's come up through the Seagulls Academy. The righty fouls it into the glove of McCown, 0-1.
Very similar pitch, 89 inside corner.
Some light tossing in the Stomper bullpen if things continue to get ugly. Laginto has a chance to work himself out of it. The 0-1, swing and a miss. 89 again, inner third. 0-2.
I wonder if you're setting up inside, you now go to a breaking ball low and away.
Laginto has gone inner third on 3 straight pitches, all fastballs. His 0-2 pitch, same pitch, fastball in, broken back ground ball to third. Vasil throws to first in time. 90 from Laginto shatters the bat of Waldvogel, and now Sonoma 1 out away. RBI for Derek. Scoring from third is Gurman. To third goes Feliciano, out 5-3. Tino Vasil has played a very nice third base today. The main piece of that bat went flying out towards Ayala at short. Vasil unfazed, threw across the diamond to get. Waldvogel and Ethan Lopez now represents the last chance. Runner at third, an inconsequential run. Stompers lead at 6-2. First pitch to Lopez. High, 89 on the heater. Laginto hit 90 miles an hour on that ground ball to third, and Derek Waldvogel sort of bonfire after that. Off third is Feliciano. The pitch caught on a miss. Fastball up.
And I know for Laginto, like that 90 mile an hour pitch means a lot. He always comes up after his outings to get his TrackMan data, and one of the first times we've seen him this summer clips that mark.
His 1-1. Bounce to short, this should do it. Ayala, room service hop, throws to first, and the ball game is over. The Stompers are back to 500, and the second half starts with a victory over the San Francisco Seagulls by the final score of 6-2. The Stompers use 5 different relievers and 6 different pitchers to get the job done. Sonoma wins at 6-2. We'll be back with the totals after this.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Stompers get the victory to start the second half strong. Zach Pace ejected in the fourth inning, no matter for Sonoma as they win it 6-2. 6 runs on 9 hits and no errors beats 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. For Sonoma, Tabor Fast went 4 innings and gave up 1 earned run. After that, Finn Chapman, Riley Dickey, Aiden Tinsley, Mateo Heredia, and Devin Laginto got an inning apiece. Shutout frames from Chapman, Dickey, Tinsley, and Heredia. Laginto went 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. No save situation in a 6-2 final. Tabor Fast, the winner, he's 1-1. Joseph Seidel, a very unlucky 0-3 for the Seagull lefty. These two teams do it again tomorrow. Sonoma will try and get above 500, but Nate, a clean one today. Finally, a clean one.
Yeah. No errors as well for the Stompers defense, so a good job playing some clean ball on that side of things. And it was a mixed bag. You know, you left some runners on in some innings, but then that 7th inning was the one that really stood out to me, Karen. 3 hits, all 3 runs scored. Really good job by Sonoma in situational hitting, especially Chase Taylor in that moment. So a lot to be happy about here. Great response from a team, especially after seeing your manager ejected.
4 strong innings from Tabor Fast, long balls from Gage McCown and Hunter Carlson. The Stompers improved to 13-13 on the year. They are now 12-6 here at Arnold Field, and they've taken the first 3 contests against San Francisco. For the Gulls, they fall to 4-21, and they've lost 9 consecutive games and are hunting still a second win away from home. These two teams have a rematch tomorrow at 6:05 at San Bruno Park. A 5:50 pregame show leads you to a 6:05 first pitch audio-only feed from just south of San Francisco. Fast, Chapman, Dickey, Tinsley, Heredia, and Laginto get it done on the mound. A couple of home runs never hurt. Sonoma goes 1 run in the first, 1 in the 4th and 5th, a 3 spot in the 6th. Really the difference. 6-9-0 triumphs over 2-5-1. That wraps up our coverage here from Sonoma, California. For everyone that helps make this broadcast run, Peyton Horn on the stats and my broadcast partner, Nate Martin. I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.